Welcome back. Welcome back to a new stream, my dear friends. I hope you're all having a great time. What? And if you are, then that's good. Am I really loud, or is it just in my own ear? I could be wrong. I sound loud, no? Maybe I'm wrong. Speak to me. God, why is this always so hard to hear? Why do my settings always change overnight? God, I should never turn off my PC. This. Seems to work somewhat fine. Alright. What's up, friends? How are we all doing? Good morning, good morning. Is my audio peaking or no? This thing is pissing me off. It's okay. Let me check. Audio seems okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay. All audio with your voice is okay? Yes. I'll believe you guys then. Perfect. Yeah, seems fine to me. Let's play some Terran. Are we doing balance mod games with Loco? If Loco wants to play some balance mod games, I'm down. There's no one online right now. Ooh, Cyril. Best GSL day in a long time, Cap. I think so, yeah. Probably the best GSL day in a while. Do you have a lot of contact with your Dota 2 squad? I've seen him a few times this week. No, zero contact, to be honest.
Not enough.
4.6k. Wait, 4.6k?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. You scared me.
My wife says Hearthstone has the best voice of all StarCraft 2 streamers. That's phenomenal. Playing new match right? I assume you mean patch? And the answer is no. New patch is just on the PTR. So in order to play that, I need to find other people to play with. And as you all know, pro gamers don't wake up
Not enough minerals.
before 2 p.m.
Not enough minerals.
Did you ever look into a pet goat? Yeah, but I don't have enough space for that, to be honest. So I looked into it, but it's not realistic right now. Sadly. I'm gonna play Marine first into Factory. Quick CC. How do you think the pylon side increase will improve your chance against the Italian Chad Rainer? It's a lot. That's a huge deal. It's actually nice versus Terran. It actually is nice versus Terran. It's not gonna help a crap ton, but it's gonna help a little. I think there's a lot of changes that together will actually help TOS quite a bit. I'd be surprised if there's no impact on the win rates. There you go. Like, I'll actually be surprised if there's no impact on the win rates at all. See where you're at, buddy.
Command center upgrade complete.
What do you think of the mothership recall use from yesterday's GSL? Yeah, I watched it properly today. I watched it like a little bit yesterday, but properly today. The replays. It was good. I don't think it was brilliant. Like it was. Like it was good, but not
Additional supply
anything we haven't seen before. I think. You know, it was. I mean, it was good nonetheless. Stats in general impressed me with his play. He impressed me in Katowice as well already. Like he just played well, all around. Or well, like I liked a lot of the thoughts that he had. I'm not sure if he necessarily played well. He just. It's so hard. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. In Katowice, it felt like his decision making was at a higher level than his execution. I'd be shocked though if he gets further than this. Like, people shouldn't act like Stats is the next hero. MMR is still really important, and Stats just has really low MMR on the ladder. He's apparently not so good in PvT, but he's very good in PvZ. Although I feel like against maybe a slightly more aggressive player in the early game, he would struggle as well. But we'll have to wait and see if that is actually true.
Not enough minerals.
Kind of on the third TC, don't I? I have way too much gas as well.
Are you ready? I'm waiting on SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready to raise?
Additional supply. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
So we can deal some damage here.
SCV ready.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna need a,
Transformation ship.
what do you call it? A third CC, no?
Not
Let that
enough-
be now then.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Made for battle.
Not enough minerals.
Liberation is at hand.
Oh, he has just no vision over here. Keep stuff in the middle though.
SCV ready. Are you ready? Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
All hands to battle.
Unacceptable landing zone.
It's gonna be our fourth one.
SCV ready. Go ahead.
This feels very good. For me. And that's not for my opponent automatically. Well, I did lose quite a few workers. I don't think it's gonna be the end of the world.
Add
SCV ready.
Need something liberated?
What's going on? Let's get into the
It doesn't really have this fort base up and running yet either.
not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I wonder what he's doing. Maybe Mira?
Complete.
Technically possible.
SCV ready.
Technically possible that he's playing Mira.
Ready for dust off.
Addition.
Ready.
Research complete.
So we can do something in here.
In the rear with the gear. You want a piece of me, boy? This better be good. Go ahead.
Not enough.
We're returning fire.
Die! No, we both died. That didn't go super hot. I think we're winning though. I wonder if we can fight this. Yeah, we could.
SCV ready.
Just gonna chill in the corner over here. You have some slight oversaturation as well.
Not enough minerals.
I say slight oversaturation. I mean, I'm not very happy with how this is going.
Upgrade.
Oh,
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy.
that was good.
Let's go.
This is gonna be good too. I can feel it. He has 1/1 upgrades, by the way. I can only imagine. He has that at least. Not sure if he actually has it. That doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. I saw just the +1 armor, so I didn't know for sure if he had everything. But he does seem to have it, so that's good.
Not enough minerals.
This feels like a weird position to build a base, but whatever.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, targeted everything down, and we win the game now.
Are under attack.
GG. Any plans on making Terran your main race? No, not exactly after the last patch. I feel like that would definitely be a mistake. If anything, is a mistake ever. Hurston, I love you. Thank you, buddy. I think you're alright too. I don't think the NG upgrades will matter that much, but the armory timings will be interesting to see. Yeah. I was also thinking, this is technically a buff to my Thor rush. Which made me really happy. I could get more, like 2 base Thor rushes in PvT might become a, no, they won't become a thing, but it might be stronger, which is cool. What do you think of instead of granting extra range, the lip upgrade makes them switch faster between modes? I think that would actually be more frustrating to play against. I could be wrong about that, but I think it would be more frustrating. Now, at least that is a point where if you out-rotate a Terran, it's really nice that they're not in position with their Liberators. I honestly prefer them having range over that, although, yeah. Why not ask Cyril to play the patch? Because he's not online. Does Pylon Vision boost make Cannon Rush even stronger? Hardly. Well, no. That's not why Cannon Rush is good. No, I don't think that matters at all, to be honest. Like 0. Legit 0. Buff the Thor Rush. Buff the Bio, buff the Mech, but Cyclones have 0.2 longer focus timing, so Terrans complain about the patch. I'm never sure if people are joking or not. I think this is a worse patch for Terran than for Protoss. 100%. And we pretend it's okay. It's so difficult to see sarcasm over the internet. So I'm gonna assume you're being serious. What's my opinion on Joe Biden? I don't really have an opinion on Joe Biden. He seems like a nice old guy. I don't know. Friendly fellow, what do you want me to say? I have no real opinion on Joe. Never met the guy. What are your most delectable cheeses as TOS captain? I can't believe you're making me Google the word delectable now. That's embarrassing. Extremely attractive or delicious. But you can only say that about food or drink. Extremely attractive. So my most attractive cheeses. I like Cannon Rushes generally. I think they're very cool. Oh, thank you, by the way, Luke, for the 87-month resub. I missed that. Thank you, Make Me Bad X, for the Tier 1 subscription. And Vanish Dolphin for the 60-month resub as well. And then Joe Megan for the raid. Very cool. Love to see it. Love to see it all around. delectable has a Latin origin, though. Yeah, I definitely know that. Actually, it usually says the... What is it? The etymology? 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 However you pronounce that word. It is from Latin. Delectare, to charm. Delectare. Delectabilis. Then Old French. And English, delight. And it got mixed together to delectable. Late Middle English via Old French from Latin from delectorate. Cute. And the use recently has seen a bit of a peak according to Google. God, Google is really nice as a dictionary. I keep forgetting how nice Google is to use. It's such a good website, honestly. If you ever have to accidentally find yourself using the Edge browser, you realize how good Google is. So I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but now sometimes when I click things, I go to the... Is it called Edge still? The Microsoft crap? Or it's not Explorer anymore. Is it Edge? I feel like they change names every couple of years to pretend it's something new and then still have the same crap product. Yeah, it's Edge. Gotcha. What do you think about the new patch? I made a video on it. You think the Dutch lekker is related to the lek part in delectorate? Like, I'm not a linguist, yeah? I'm none of that. Did it just crash? Did my cam just stop moving? You guys need to tell me if I crashed. I can see... To me, it looks like I crashed, which is kind of crazy. No crash? Okay, this is wild. So to me on my OBS, it looks like I'm completely dead. It's like my thing just stopped working. Okay, as long as it's good for you guys, we can play another game. This is wild. And stupid. How do you feel about observers compared to vision/detection options for Zerg and T? Cost, fragility, availability, on demand? Not much, honestly. I don't have many feelings about that. I think observers are nice. I think overseers have their use. And I think scan is broken, but I think scan is really, really powerful in the late game. Because it's really just a map hack, especially in combination with sensor towers. And it costs energy, so it's free, basically. I think scan is the best late game detection and the best late game scouting in general. Observers are insane in the mid game. Overseers, I think, are always the weakest, but they're a little bit quicker, so it's a trade-off. Thank you, by the way, Zadrigo. Let me enhance sarcasm detection. What else did you say? I missed the rest of that. Let me enhance sarcasm detection through some cheap Serbian cash, because Serbian diners got buffed versus Euros as much as pros are buffed in his recent StarCraft 2 patches, and they got similar success rate. I still have no clue if you're being sarcastic or not, but I like all of it. Protos. Thank you for the 500 Serbian dinars. I think it's just called. A Protoss Slayer. Will TVZ change with the proposed changes? I guess. I think these are really... I think they're good changes, but I really think they're quite minor. Like, all the changes. They're not huge changes. It's really just tweaking some stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, it's probably changed, but by how much? It's really hard to say. I think the one nice... like, I think Terran will flow much neater. Like cheaper armory, cheaper upgrades. Like, that is really nice. That's the type of stuff that is actually huge when it comes to build orders, especially because Terran already has really good build orders in the matchup. Like I think Terran builds are really powerful in TVZ. It's just like macro openers, they're really good and they can be made even tighter right now. Which I don't know. I think of that what you will. All balance council changes are quite minor except for the void rate patch. And that was just one unit at all. I honestly, what did we do with the void rate patch? We nerfed it, right? This was a long time ago. Was that the first thing we did? That was such a good patch though. Holy crap. Void ray was legit the most cancerous unit.
Command center upgrade complete.
That patch single-handedly killed so many Zerg's passion for this game. Like that's actually crazy.
Minerals. Not enough minerals.
Like just the air toss rush patches. Those were really bad, I think.
Minerals.
Any plans to cheese? Sure, we could do some cheese here against this dude. We could cheese him a little bit. That's such a cancerous meta in general. Like the void ray into carrier into disruptor things. The void ray into disruptor into carrier. That was really terrible. Like that was awful to play. Legitimately awful. I did not enjoy that as much. Also, it's very difficult to make thumbnails for PvZ games. You know, you can only put 25 void rays and 17 carriers in the thumbnail. Mass air toss and make it sound epic. Before people realize it's not as epic anymore. I think seeing late game is fun as long as it doesn't happen too often. That's my official stance on this issue, on this whatever you call it.
Not enough minerals.
I don't actually know what I'm doing here, by the way. I just realized.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
I accidentally forgot one of them. Very cool.
Not enough minerals. Not enough. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Are they nerfing Cyclones? That's a decent copy pasta there. I'm okay with that copy pasta. You know, maybe as like a final goodbye, we should do some mine drops here. That should be our final goodbye to the armory. I like the thought of that actually. This is such a terrible builder. Holy crap! This makes me want to end myself. This is so bad. Okay, armory about to finish up. Should we get a bunker? Actually, let's just cancel that worker. I mean, we're dead if he moves out anyway, so we might as well be completely dead if he moves out.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough. Additional supply depots required.
Now talk to me.
Additional supply depots required. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under
Oh.
attack.
Wait.
Your forces are under
Yeah. Not the tightest execution of a build I've ever done in my life. Still something in here? Not really, right?
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Oh, he's gonna chill over here. I don't think he knows whether there's something in there or not. So that's a benefit for me.
Command center up.
Oh. I wonder if he's gonna plan on moving out here. That'd be highly unfortunate.
Add-on complete.
Imagine that my armory was cheaper though. That would have been nicer. Imagine my armory was cheaper, and you know what's gonna end up happening? Listen to what's gonna end up happening with the patch, okay? Terrans are gonna complain about the mines not being invisible. They're gonna revert the mine nerf and make the armory cheaper. And the upgrades as well. They'll remove all of the Terran nerfs, turn them just into straight up buffs. This is what's gonna end up happening. This is the type of stuff that always happens. This is just how it's supposed to go. This is the art of the trade, the art of the deal. They always have better deals. They just have better deal makers than us.
Add-on.
It's so unfair. I hate all Terran players equally. Not one that I like, except for Clem. I like Clem a lot. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, we're fairly dead. That's fair, you know. We really did screw this up very hard as well. Yeah, whatever. You can have it. This guy wasn't as good as I thought he was. I thought this guy was going to be like 5'7" or something. He didn't feel... Oh, he was 5'9". Okay. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Is my OBS still crashed? Yeah. So we have... the Stars War in 10 minutes from now. I think I'm gonna move over to Korea. Just so we can do that qualifier again. I think it will be relatively okay. Will be funnish. Will be funny. There's not gonna be too many matches, but there's going to be enough for it to be an entertaining day. We'll have Classic, DRG, BYUN, Maru? No, wait, Maru already qualified, I'm sure. Oh, they just signed up ahead of time. Solar, Shin. I'm not sure who is going to be in here exactly, but there's going to be some people in there. That's all I'll know. And then the closed qualifier will be on March 26th. I'll up the graphics for you guys as well. Have you played on the PTR? I played like 2 games or so, 3 games. Not a whole lot. No, I played a little more actually. That's not true. Oh no, I made a mistake. There's a new unit tester on EU. Oh, does everything set up in it? That would be nice. Do you see how a sentry loses to a stalker? Isn't that just the same as before? Okay, wait. I'll change the title. Thank you, by the way, Zadri. Oh. Why do YouTube stuff always plays unmuted? It's very frustrating. Annoys me even. Oh, I always click the wrong thing. Okay, let me change the titles here. It's gonna be an epic day of casting some games. This proves that the stream is pre-recorded and not live. True, I guess. No, it doesn't. That actually isn't true. That makes no sense. I kind of want to see some of the interaction on the new patch, but I can't be bothered to swap things. Join SW 2024. There we go. Shin, Gumiho, Solar. And there's going to be some more. It's going to be some decent games. Some good games, one could even say. Who are we clickbaiting with? Classic, Solar, Shin. It's not the greatest clickbait. BYUN. BYUN is our number one. Update the titles. Korean qualifier, BYUN, Shin, Gumiho, and more. Okay. Captain, what the hell are these maps? Yeah, I'm not sure about the maps either. I feel like it's not bad to have completely random maps in the map pool. Like, I like not completely random, but kind of dumb maps or maps that seem imbalanced. As long as the map pool has like 9 maps, I'm kind of okay with that, personally. Like, I prefer personally going up to 11 maps and just having even more stupid maps in there. Just as long as you can veto maps, it's really fine to have a very large amount of maps. I think that's cool. As long as there are no 4-player maps. 4-player maps have should never be in StarCraft 2. This is something that all pro gamers, I think, agree on. I don't think there's anyone that likes 4-player maps. Like, not a single... Not that I'm aware of, at least. Only people that watch like 4-player maps. 4-player maps so random. Artosis loves 4-player maps and always says they need to come back. Yeah, people that watch StarCraft 2, they like 4-player maps. People that play StarCraft 2 don't like 4-player maps. I would like 4-player maps if it told me where my opponent started. What is it that you like about 4-player maps? No one has ever made a good argument for the 4-player map in my entire life. Just not a single time. I don't think a good argument for 4-player, except if you believe that introducing randomness in the game is good. Just 4-player maps are awesome. If you know where the opponent starts, isn't it just a large 2-player map? Don't tell them that. This is the ace that I have up my sleeve. Come on, give me one thing. It removes cannon rush and other early crap, but it introduces more randomness in early game cheese. Four-player maps remove proxy all-in or reduce its viability, right? Yes, but the game becomes more random due to other all-ins that usually are easily scoutable, now being unscoutable. 4-player maps allows for 2-in-1 starting positions for just one map. I don't understand this. 4-player maps allow for 2-in-1 starting positions for just one map. Do you mean that if you have a 4-player map, you could technically have 2 different sets of spawning positions? So there are set spawn positions, but the map will be different as a result? Because if that's the case, you just want 2 different maps. Why don't you just make 2 maps instead? It's just 2 2-player maps, just with the same name. Yeah, it's 2-in-1 maps, but why don't you just make 2 good maps then? So, if you want increased diversity of maps, you could just add more maps in the map pool. Which is what I would like. I would like to see more different maps. If you think the issue is a lack of diversity in maps, then we could just add more maps in the map pool. And I think you have more freedom as a map maker if you make 2 maps rather than having one map needing to be playable in 2 different positions. I like playing with many friends. But he said, we're talking about 1 versus 1. No, look, in 2 versus 2, I would say that 4-player maps are a necessity, okay? I understand that. But we're not talking about 2 versus 2 right now. It's 1 versus 1. Some people like RNG. Yeah. So, except for the adding like just randomness in there, would you guys also be okay with the people that like that? Would they also be okay with giving 1-player mineral patches that just have more minerals? So that there's like a range of minerals that you get per mineral patch. So it can be between, your mineral patches have between 900 and 1200. And depending on the dice roll at the start of the game, you get the richer mineral patch. If you don't know where your opponent will appear, the game becomes more complex. It makes it more difficult to cheese. It makes it easier to cheese. Like, it makes it so much easier to cheese. If you scout last against someone that is doing some 12 pool, you lose the game as a Protoss player. Unless you're double scouting. Four-player maps are fair, same for both players. What? I'm not talking about whether it's fair or not. I'm talking about whether it has more randomness. This is like saying that Russian roulette, is that what it's called? Russian rank roulette? No, it is Russian roulette with the gun. Is fair, like it's fair. But if you compare it to boxing, it's a lot more random. And if I'm a very strong guy, I'd prefer boxing someone rather than playing a game of Russian roulette. Like, that is the main thing. If you want the game to be more like Russian roulette, like, that is the only thing I can think of, is that you just want the game to be more random. I'm never talking about whether it's fair. Like, a coin flip is also fair, I think. Are coin flips fair? If you start with the head side up, the coin also more frequently ends up with the head side up. With the same pattern holding if you begin with the tail side up. You can be more lucky when you know which side is facing up before the toss. Interesting. What's the percentage of the coin landing on its side? Doesn't say. Do you still do handicap plays against lower level? No, not really. Haven't done it in a while. Wouldn't that change the late game perspective and the way to expand? That would bring a new way to play longer games? What? We're actually having a massive issue here right now. I can't see what's happening in my OBS, which is pissing me off. So I can't see if the things I'm selecting are in the correct place or not. Should I quickly restart my OBS? Because this is triggering me already. Okay, I'm gonna restart my stream. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 5